I started running to lose weight. Then I started running for distance. And that was, just give you a timeline. It was like 6 years ago I started running to lose for weight. There was a little bit of a gap in there. And then a little over a year ago, we'll say back in end of 2024, I was just trying to get those calories off, running, elliptical. And the beginning of last year, I started running for distance. How far can I go? And I got to talking to a coworker. There's a story about Rod on my Substack as well, who encouraged me to start racing. And I raced in a 5K. And I raced in a half marathon. Then I did a marathon. Now I've done another half marathon. And I've got 6 more races this year that are scheduled. Don't be afraid to jump into things. One of the things that I think is interesting about my journey so far is that in the last 7 months, I've gone from I did a 5K, half marathon, full marathon, like almost I won't say back to back, but it was like 2 months between each one. And I'm learning now that I'm kind of in this racing world, following these people on social media, that it's not how you're supposed to do it, right? I remember I think it was after my marathon or my half marathon, one of the two. There was a lady at church who was telling me that her daughter runs cross country. And I remember as a kid thinking, well, cross country, they must run marathons, right? Or they must run miles. I remember these kids were running, both in high school and in college, just constantly running and running and running. And in my mind, I just thought they ran tons of miles. And in my mind, tons of miles would be like marathon, half marathon. And when I asked this individual, like what's the race distance? They're doing like 5 and 10Ks. Now, I say 5 and 10Ks sort of like flippantly, but it's because I didn't realize that the distances that I was chasing, because I was doing it for calories and weight loss, not for like learning to run. I didn't realize that these distances are not normal. When you start reading books like Endure by Cameron Haynes or Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, you think that this, they're running 100, 200, 300 milers. So when you're talking 13, 20 miles, this thing I'm doing average stuff. And then as I start doing the research on it, finding out that what I'm doing is a little bit out of character for even normal runners, let alone somebody who just started, you start to realize that if you don't know where the boundaries are supposed to be, you'll find out that you'll go so much further. And so I just wanted to say, like, where I've come from and where I'm at right now, just encourage you that if somebody is saying like, oh, well, don't start with this, why not? Why not? Start with it. What if you fail? It's okay. You fail and then you try again and realize that maybe that distance was too far. Listen, when I ran my marathon, that distance was too far. But I didn't know that. I tried it. I still completed it. Completed it in 5 hours and 2 minutes. Did I run the whole way? Definitely not. Did I limp the last like 6-8 miles because my quad was killing me? 100%. But I tried it not knowing that it's maybe not something I should have tried, hypothetically. Don't let things that you see on social media or barriers that are normal barriers stop you from trying to do something. You will find out where your limit is. Don't let someone else tell you where the limit should be or where the limit typically is for other people. You just go and do what you feel that you can do and should be capable of. And if you fail, you just keep trying. It's that simple.